If you answered the NBA 2K League draft, then congratulations. Now, who announced the first pick at that inaugural draft? Was it Adam Silver, Brendan Donahue, Mike Wang, or Shaq?
This was not points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, this was deep, deep analytics, things such as how perfect their shot release was, how efficient they were trying to block shots, because if they're inefficient, they're actually a bad teammate.
First, if you want to practice your dribble moves, get into 2KU or your MyCourt. Here you should work on your basic flicks of the Pro Stick.
With the first pick in the 2018 NBA 2K League Draft, Mavs Gaming selects Artreo Boyd, aka Dimes, from Cleveland, Ohio.
It's the Pacers in Indianapolis as we bring and with pregame routines coming to an. Well, thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. And at this point of the season, Steve, most players have a defined role in what they're expected to do from the coaching staff. Just how important is that to have for players in the NBA to have a roadmap to follow and stay between the lines?
It's extremely important. Reason why is you want to know what a guy's going to bring you night in and night out. And obviously, throughout the game and throughout the season and in playoffs, you have some injuries. Guys' roles change. But when everybody's on the same page and doing their job, and that's a big, I could say, quote in the NBA, do your job and the good things happen.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. And it's Valentine in at the small forward. Now here's Levine. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. 6 to shoot. That one misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Bulls on D. It's a three-point game. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
You know what? We got to see what this offense is capable of. When they get into a rhythm, man, watch out.
And here is Dunn after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Markkanen sets the pick for Dunn. He feeds it to Levine. Again, Levine missing. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oladipo, good.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had that big outing in that Cavaliers game as well. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, how about the focus there by Markkanen? Terrific at keeping his eyes on the basket, not letting the D affect his rhythm.
Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Outside, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
And for 3, Collison. Indiana. Again, missing. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Dunn. Ejected by Young. Oladipo against Levine. There's the triple. Collison, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Levine can't hit.
the defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the basket by Collison.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And finished off by Collison.
Man, hard to believe already. Staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Fantastic effort. Right out of the gate, simply overwhelming their opponent.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old-school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Yep, that one goes.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
And Turner the bucket on the assist by Collison. Turner's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bulls trail by 10. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
And Lopez doing whatever he can to get himself to the line. Robin Lopez, a player who does more for a team than what shows up on the stat sheet. Very effective inside with his ability to contest and fight for rebounds. A tough defender that doesn't need many touches to play his role.
Now, here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Oladipo against Levine. Lopez a screen. It's rebounded by Indiana. And as tough as Robin Lopez is on opponents, he might be even tougher on mascots. Steve, he has a long-standing feud with mascots since he entered the NBA.
Yeah, I've seen him beat, trip, smack, and all-out abuse mascots around this league. He does it all in good and a fun way, and fans love him for it. Everyone has to have their theme, and his is fighting guys in animal suits.
Now, here's Collison. Denzel Valentine missing his last shot. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 13. Lopez a screen. Young with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And with a quick break in the action, here are some numbers for Victor Oladipo. Averaging about 19 points, just over 2 steals and 4 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
Now, here's Dunn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And the explosion to the hoop, Dunn finishing in style.
Here's Collison. 11-point game. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Turner. That 3 off the mark. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Valentine. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Dunn kicks to Lopez. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Collison. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90-10, 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now, with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe and guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And Robinson comes to help. Grant against Joseph. And Jefferson sends it back. Joseph, the pass to Jefferson. That one drops for him. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Grant. Pass to Kilpatrick. Over Robinson. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Kilpatrick's got his first bucket in this one.
Fantastic defense there, but he somehow still got the fadeaway jumper to go.
And Jefferson gets it to go.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Here's Zipser after Al Jefferson's score. Here's Kilpatrick. Gets a very good look and converts. Indiana leading by 13. Joseph with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Makes it off the glass. Joseph's got his first bucket of the night.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Jefferson kicks to Stevenson. Stolen away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Zipser. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's Vonleh. Here's Portis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Stevenson, and he converts the layup.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Here's Kilpatrick following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Kilpatrick missing. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 14-6 run. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jefferson. Vonleh with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Now here's Joseph. Inside. Sabonis with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here. Here's Kilpatrick. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Pacers. Trevor Booker is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Robinson. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. Sabonis with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
And one of those lunch pail players, you love him, Greg, Trevor Booker out of Clemson.
Just hard-nosed, gets on the glass, and although only 6'8", he gets off his feet quickly. A terrific leaper and just one of those ultra-competitive guys.
Here's Kilpatrick. Misses the 3.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Joseph, that's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bulls trail by 19. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Here's Holiday. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Holiday's got his first bucket of the night. Grant against Joseph. Robinson goes in. Now here's Joseph. D right on him. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Indiana making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Robinson. And it's Collison in for Joseph. Feeds it to Levine. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. Robin Lopez is checked in for Chicago. Dunn comes in for Grant. Now here's Oladipo. Not a lot of room. The shot by Turner, no good.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Levine for 3, bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Oladipo outside. To the inside. The kick out to Collison. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Collison for 3, traps in the tray. Collison's got 14.
Oh, okay, it's all trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Markkanen dishes to Lopez. Outside Levine. From past the arc. No good. He missed it. Brings him to 3 for 8 this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Stolen by Levine. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the Bulls making a change also. Valentine's checked in, releases from the wing and drills it. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Turner with the screen. Here's Collison, and it's denied. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Double by Bogdanovich. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good on the three. Pacers leading by 14. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Pacers.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild. Hey, you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Levine passes to Lopez. Lopez a screen. Done with it. Picked up by Turner. And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
The Bulls have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Levine dishes to Markkanen. Lopez a screen on Collison. Dunn kicks to Levine. Clock at 6. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Shot off the pick. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Collison the pass to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And, Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Well said. There's a screen. They need this. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Lopez. Levine's got 12 now in this quarter.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. And for 3, Collison. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The Pacers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Well, the Bulls have had one of the largest and strongest fan bases in the NBA for years, having the Jordan-era Bulls helped. But they have always been a beloved team in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, you see the devotion from their fans at their games, and the numbers back it up. They've had the best fan attendance every year since 2010, and they've been in the top 5 since as long as I can remember, and that's long.
Screen by Young. Here's Oladipo. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. 4th, the Bulls.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage. Outside,
Levine. He dishes it to Valentine. Back to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Now the feed to Dunn. Levine, a screen on Collison. Goes up on the wing. Again, Levine missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Dunn. Count that one. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
Chicago's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. The shot by Valentine, no good.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. Here's Valentine. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. Robinson's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Here's Kilpatrick, and that one comes up a bit short.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
Stevenson kicks to Joseph. There's the screen. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Back to Joseph. To the paint, off the pick. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Kilpatrick passes to Portis. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Robinson. Can't hit that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision-making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
Grant against Joseph. Grant gets a wide-open look, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
You can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Well, the story early on was Darren Collison, who was on fire. He had 20 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball.
And now, folks.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Now the Bulls with it. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. And it's Valentine in at the 3. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
And Smitty, you and Hoiberg played against one another during your careers and even guarded each other, I think, from time to time. What was it like going up against a player like him?
You know, Kevin, he must have been real young because I'm so old. I don't even remember that. But I do know and remember Fred Hoiberg and watching him coach. He's a fast decision maker. Also would find space as a player. And you see some of his strengths as a player and how he designs his offense right now.
Oladipo misses. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Valentine, rejected by Collison.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Shots good by Turner.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Outside, Levine. Over Oladipo. They grab their own miss. Lopez. Dunn kicks to Levine. Again, Levine missing. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Turner with a screen on Levine. Oladipo against Levine. Oladipo, the pass to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Smitty, we're in an era where there are just a handful of absolutely unreal scorers in the league. And if you had to pick one who makes it look the easiest or the best, who's your pick?
You're right. You have so many guys, Harden, Durant, Westbrook. But the one guy I think it makes it look the easiest, I would probably have to say Klay Thompson, because he doesn't need anything but to catch and shoot. And he's getting not just 20s and 30s, but he can go off for 60, 50s and 60s. That's the guy that makes it look the easiest. And there's where if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Collison. Off target from outside. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out to the wing. Here's Dunn, and it's sent back by Turner. Outside Collison. Oladipo against Levine. Young. And for 3, Collison. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dunn. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Count it, good. And that's now 24 points for Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Turner. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a 3-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. And Indiana making a change here. Booker's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chris Dunn. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for Chicago.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing. Levine dishes to Lopez.
He kicks to Markkanen. Lopez a screen. Holiday inside the line. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And Booker kicks to Collison. Turner inside. Lopez is there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Collison, no good. For Chicago, they've gone somewhat subpar, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Markkanen. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Collison against Levine. Over Collison. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. Lauri Markkanen third.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. Robinson's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Levine can't hit.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Stevenson passes to Sabonis, and Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. They set the pick. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. There's the three. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Booker dishes to Stevenson. In the corner, it's Robinson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And there's the pass to Portis. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Indiana. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And of course, there's the Bulls, 3 games behind.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Pass to Zipser. And the 3 ball is good. Zipser's got 5.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Sabonis. Jefferson's checked in for Trevor Booker. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and Won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Paul Zipser. Bulls trail by 21. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Robinson. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
As his man just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
1:57 left in the third. Joseph against Grant. Here's the screen. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 21. Down low. It's tipped. 1:36 left to play here in the third. Indiana again missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Bulls have shot 6 of 7 at the line. The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Indiana making some changes. Young's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Collison in for Corey Joseph. Down low. Cuts off the pass. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Ooh, you know that's one he likes to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
And Young here.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Collison's shot is good.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Kicks it to Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
Chalk up 2 there.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. Screen by Jefferson. Outside Collison. Young in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Collison is out there with Robinson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Young. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers' 5. Bogdanovic wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Kilpatrick. Shoots a three. No good from Grant. Outside Collison. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Robinson for three. Hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers. Grant the pass to Portis. Sweet little floater.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
Sabonis, no good. The Bulls shooting 43% from the floor. Grant outside. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Pacers leading by 18. Screen by Young. The drive by Collison. Here's Sabonis. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Sabonis has got 19 points.
That even things out. He had a three early in the first half. Now gets one in the second.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Kilpatrick passes to Portis. Here's Grant. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter. Deep two from Collison. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Valentine with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Young with no one around. Great look, but off the mark.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
That free throw missing. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Sabonis. And it's Oladipo in for Glenn Robinson III.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Turner with the screen. Young in the corner. Oladipo outside. Turner inside. Lopez covering. And the shot goes in. And that's 13 points for Miles Turner. Bulls trail by 20. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. They set the pick. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Collison kicks to Young. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got assist number 9. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lopez outside. In the corner, it's Levine. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. Drills it from outside. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Valentine setting the pick for Lopez. Portis kicks to Lopez. And here is Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Outside Levine. And the Bulls another three.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Bogdanovich dishes to Collison. The kick out to Oladipo. Young for 3. Levine with the rebound. Bulls trail by 20. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injuries. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Here's Oladipo off the inbound pass and finished off by Oladipo.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Dunn with it, picked up by Collison. A floater, and there's the nice layup by Dunn.
And Dunn is so good with the floater. He puts just the right amount of touch needed on those shots.
Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. Portis, the pass to LaVine, over Oladipo, and the Bulls tack on two more.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
That falls. Great assist by Derek Collison. And that's 31 points for Victor Oladipo. Bulls trail by 20. Now done. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. Now, here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded. Screen by Young. Here's Oladipo. Plenty of space. And again, it's Indiana converting.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Here's LaVine. And the Bulls with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oladipo with the ball. Now defended by LaVine. Young, a screen on LaVine. Oladipo. And Young kicks to Oladipo. Second shot opportunity. Yep, that one goes in there. Oladipo's got 18 points now here in the second half.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Here's LaVine. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Markkanen, he's checked in for Portis. Shot from the inbound. Lopez dishes to Valentine. Tries again. Lopez with the bucket.
Lopez knows his length is an asset to him on the offensive end, and he used it right there.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by Dunn. LaVine wide open. No good from outside.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Here's Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got 37.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Victor Oladipo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Done with it. The dish now to Lopez. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Great concentration from Lopez to absorb the contact and finish the play off anyway.
surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Dunn's got 4 this quarter.
And you have to love whenever Dunn squares up from mid-range. His jump shot is just money in the bank.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. In the corner, it's Levine. Dishes it to Markkanen. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle. There's no doubt, in not only the NBA, but in all sports, certainly a blessing. But Smitty, are there downsides to all that notoriety, all that money, all that lavishness?
Yeah, it is, Kevin. I think the downside is, one, you can't live that lifestyle if it's lavish for the rest of your life. And I think second, it takes away, you are a public figure right now. You have to understand that, and that's the downside. Being able to go out with your family, being able to go out to a restaurant, you got to understand, yes, there's going to be fans everywhere, and it takes away from that. So I think that's the 2 things for me is, guys got to understand that lifestyle doesn't last, and I think also, personally, it takes away from what you can do out in public.
Here's Stevenson. Here's Jefferson. He feeds it to Stevenson. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Robinson can't get that one to fall. That's tipped. Stolen by Robinson.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
And Jefferson sends it back. Here's Booker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific